and welcome back to my channel. My name is Annalise and in today's video I am doing another Wish haul. It has been a hot minute since I've done a Wish haul on my channel, so I thought it was only fitting since it's prom season and formal season is coming up in Australia to do a Wish prom dress haul. Now I know my last video was a prom dress haul as well. I originally hadn't planned to have these back to back, but as a lot of you are already aware, unfortunately this week my grandmother passed away. So yeah, we were really close and I haven't really been in the best mental state, but everyone keeps telling me to stay busy, so that is why I'm doing what I love, filming a video, and the only items that I have here today are for this Wish prom dress haul. So I apologize that it's another one in a row, but I hope you guys understand. So today I have 3 prom dresses to review. I know it's not a lot. I actually ordered 5 prom dresses. One, a few weeks after ordering, I received a refund for, saying that it was out of stock. The other dress just hasn't shown up. It was meant to show up a few weeks ago, like a month ago actually, it was meant to show up. It hasn't, so I contacted Wish and they gave me a refund for that as well, which isn't great because if you ordered your prom dress and then it just didn't arrive, oh, the stress would be unreal. So these 3 have arrived, which is good. So let's just open them up and see what they're like, because after that whole debacle, I am very curious to see what these are like. All right, this is the first dress. I don't remember ordering this, but that seems to happen in every Wish video. All right, this is the dress. So it is this silver dress with a gorgeous cut and it flows into quite a big dress. So the reason that when I opened this up, I didn't really know what it was is because this is the dress that I was refunded for, that they said they didn't have in stock and weren't sending, and I got a refund. And the dress is here. So I don't really know what's happened there. I'd say some miscommunication on the seller's behalf, but I mean, the dress has arrived and honestly, I don't know about it. It is a nice dress, like it does look very pretty here, but it looks cheap. Like it looks like maybe more of a Halloween costume instead of a prom dress. It looks like it'll be see-through up the top, definitely, and it's just really cheaply made. So I don't know, maybe it'll look really good on, because I do love the like ball gown effect that it has, and they have put some tulle underneath, but it's really cheap and not stiff at all, so it's not really going to give much shape. So I don't know. I don't think I would personally wear this to prom just because it looks so cheap, and it definitely doesn't look as good as the photo, that's for sure. Is this video going to turn into another expectations versus reality, like one of those memes? I really hope not. But anyway, let's go try this dress on and see what we think. And this is what the dress looks like on. So this is the front and this is the back. And unfortunately, it is just as I predicted when I took it out of the packaging. It is very poorly made. Well, not so much poorly made, but it's very cheaply made, and it looks more like a Halloween costume than a beautiful prom dress. So, you know, when you're going to prom, you want to feel your best, want to be on your A game and look gorgeous, just like the girl in the photo for this dress does. But unfortunately, what has arrived is not what's in the photo, which is really, really disappointing. I really think though that this dress had potential. If it was made like the photo described, it would be such a beautiful prom dress. It would give off the most gorgeous Cinderella vibes and it would just be beautiful, but unfortunately they have used really cheap materials. As you can see, underneath is just a pretty much sheer slip dress, then it is a cheap little layer of tulle and then this sparkly material. So one good thing is that because of these 2 layers, it's not see-through, so I mean, bonus there, but I definitely wouldn't recommend this dress for your prom just because it looks so cheap and is really disappointing. Next up is this dress right here, and I am very excited for it because in the photos it looks to be such a gorgeous and extra dress, so I really hope that's what we have here today. Okay, this is what the dress looks like. So the top here has, as you can see, some fringe on it, and then it is a sparkly tight fitting dress. Now this isn't too bad. It doesn't look as cheap as the other dress in the like bottom area, because it is just a nice tight fitting dress with some sparkly tulle on top, so that looks really good. But the fringe up here here doesn't look like the photo. It doesn't look as elegant and classy. Instead, it looks a bit like a dance costume, just because I think they haven't used enough fringe. In the photo, there was lots and lots, whereas they have been a little bit scarce on it. Can you see what I mean? I also don't think that this dress is very practical because the sleeves here aren't actual sleeves. They are just the fringe material. So the fringe comes on this little black thing here, and that is the sleeve. So it's not stretchy. It will break if you pull too hard, and it's just not very practical. So this dress is okay, but again, I don't think I'd want to wear this to my prom because although it doesn't look as cheap as the other one, it still does look quite cheap. So I don't know, I had hope since I hadn't done a Wish haul in a while that they would have improved their quality, but the same as every other Wish haul that I've done, it's okay, but it's just not what I ordered. If I ordered this photo and then this arrived, I would be extremely disappointed. I am extremely disappointed, but hey, let's go put it on and see what it looks like on it, because sometimes it looks really bad when I'm holding it and looks gorgeous on, so fingers crossed that happens. Alright, this is what the second dress looks like on, and honestly, it's not as bad as I expected. I really thought that this was going to look horrid on, and it's not the best. I probably wouldn't recommend wearing this to prom, and I will explain why in a second, but it's not as bad as I thought. When I opened it up, I was talking about the sleeves, and I was saying how that they were going to be like a real pain and they weren't going to work well as sleeves, but I stand corrected. These actually seem to be okay. So if for some reason after watching this review you want this dress, make sure you order it in your size though, because these sleeves are not going to give any room. There is no sort of elastic or anything in it, so just make sure it's your size. But I really don't think it's a good idea to get this dress because although it doesn't look too bad, it doesn't look like the photo. The photo has a lot more fringe on it. The dress is a lot sparklier and just doesn't look as cheap. And a big difference that I noticed is that this dress, as you can see, ends here. But if I put the photo next to me, you can see that it's actually meant to have a train, which this dress doesn't have, which is really disappointing because again, the people that are buying these dresses aren't doing them for YouTube reviews, you know, they're buying them to wear to their prom, to wear to a wedding maybe, any big event, and you'd be quite disappointed if you ordered this and this showed up. So it's just really not a good dress. All right, we now have the lucky last dress, and I should mention that this arrived within 2 weeks, which is really, really fast for Wish. Usually it takes over a month, but this came in 2 weeks, and I was honestly shocked. I really did not expect this to arrive so fast. So hopefully the first one to arrive was the best. And I think that my wishes were answered because this dress doesn't look too bad. So it's this gold champagne colored dress that is quite tight fitting all the way down. I'll obviously try it on. It's kind of hard to show these dresses in my hand, but this dress actually looks pretty good and is more what I expected the other dresses to be, because it is a nice dress that is wearable, but the material is just a little bit cheaper, but it's not obvious, you know. If you were to look at this dress, I don't think you'd be able to tell that it's from Wish, and I think it's because this dress is made out of a nice satin material. I mean, there's not really many ways you could go wrong with making a satin dress. It does need an iron, but that's not on the seller. That's just because it's been packed up for so long. But I am really, really impressed with this one. So I just hope that since it is such cheap satin material, it's not going to be as see-through. So let's go try it on and see what we think. And this is what the third and final dress looks like on, and we finally have a win. Those past few dresses have been an L, but we luckily have one good one in this haul. So this is the front and this is the back, and if you have really keen eyes, you might notice that I've actually tied the dresses up at the back just there because it was a little bit loose on the front here. So that brings me to my main point with this dress, is that it does actually look good. It is a cheap dress still, meaning that it doesn't really fit the best on my body, and as I said, these straps were a little bit loose, but for the price, I honestly think that if you love this dress, it's worth getting it and then paying someone to take it in for you and alter it, because that'll still come up a lot cheaper than most prom dresses, and it really is a nice dress. As I was saying in my last video, classic prom dresses like this, where it's just one block color and it's quite a simple dress, are honestly the best ones to go for, because in like 20 years from now, when you're looking back at your prom photos, you won't think like, oh my god, what was I wearing? It'll still be, you know, a classic piece that you'll love for the future. So I'm really happy with this dress. Also, a good thing about it is that it has a slight little trail, but not a big one, because you guys want to know a secret? Trails are the worst. My prom dress had a trail on it and I hate it. Trail or train? I don't know, whichever one it is, I hated it. It was so frustrating the entire night. So something like this, where it's just small, that is all you need. Trust me, you will thank me later. So overall, I recommend this dress. I just recommend getting it tailored to fit you a little bit better. And those were all of the Wish prom dresses that I bought. I mean, well, no, they weren't. I bought 5 and 3 arrived, but I mean, those are all of the ones that arrived. Overall, I don't think I would recommend getting your prom dresses from Wish, because clearly you never know what's going to show up. So with that, that is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications, because I don't really know what my upload schedule is right now, just with everything that's happened. I'm just kind of taking it day by day. So turning on your post notification is the best way to stay notified. And also, if you follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, or Twitter, I usually post on there what's happening as well. So that's another way to stay notified. But thank you all so much for watching. I really love each and every one of you, and I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Bye!